I wish him good luck, Trump sends tidings to fired FBI boss as it is revealed Comey will not say Trump obstructed justice by asking him to back off Russia probe. President Donald Trump wished James Comey good luck as the fired FBI director prepares to testify at a Senate hearing where he will get grilled on whether Trump pressured him to hold back the FBI's Russia investigation. I wish him good luck, Trump said, when asked Tuesday by a reporter at the White House whether he had a message for Comey as his high-stakes testimony looms large in Washington. Comey does not plan to testify that Trump tried to obstruct justice when the two men spoke about an investigation of a top Trump advisor, according to a new report, though his appearance holds plenty of pitfalls for a White House under siege. He is not going to Congress to make accusations about the president's intent, instead he's there to share his concerns, a source told ABC News, which previewed Comey's thinking ahead of Thursday's blockbuster Senate Intelligence Committee hearing. Instead, Comey will speak about what made him uneasy in his conversations with Trump during the early days of the administration. Comey apparently was concerned enough about those talks that he kept detailed memos after each of them, and he is certain to get asked about those memos and whether they back up his account. During one such meeting, the president reportedly told him, "I hope you can see your way clear to letting this go, to letting Flynn go," and vouched that Flynn was a good guy. That was a reference to an ongoing FBI investigation into now-fired National Security Advisor Mike Flynn, who is being probed for his Russia contacts. Flynn just turned over hundreds of pages of documents to the Senate panel in connection with its probe. The New York Times reported on the encounter, based on the Comey memos. The former top law enforcement officer has already demonstrated a willingness to share how national pressures felt in his gut, telling a congressional panel it made him feel mildly nauseous to think his decisions in the Clinton investigation might have impacted the presidential election. Comey does appear prepared to contradict Trump's claim, stated in writing in the letter where he fired Comey, that the director had assured him he wasn't personally under investigation. "While I greatly appreciate you informing me, on 3 separate occasions, that I am not under investigation, I nevertheless concur with the judgment of the Department of Justice that you are not able to effectively lead the Bureau," Trump wrote Comey. Such an assurance would have been unorthodox from an FBI official. Comey told associates he won't back up the president's account, a source familiar with his thinking told the network. Beyond wishing Comey luck, Trump appeared eager to have the chance to engage in some counter-programming. He is scheduled to address religious conservatives at the Faith and Freedom Coalition's Road to Majority conference at 12:30 p.m. Thursday, right as Comey is on the Hill. Comey's testimony before the Senate Intelligence Committee is shaping up to be a major national TV event, with all 3 major broadcast networks planning to break into regular programming and cable set to provide wall-to-wall coverage. On Capitol Hill, TV networks and print outlets from around the world are scrambling to fill seats inside the Senate Intelligence Committee room inside the Hart Senate office building, where the former FBI director will take an oath before getting quizzed about his conversations with President Trump. The event is already being compared to other TV events that rocked Washington, from Anita Hill's testimony during the Clarence Thomas confirmation hearings to Bill Clinton's impeachment and the Iran-Contra hearings. TV networks are tossing out their daytime schedules. Fox News will refrain from commercials while sensational charges of Russian election interference get a major public hearing before a national audience. Getting the boot will be morning programs including Rachel Ray on ABC, Let's Make a Deal on CBS, and normal Today Show programming. The View, and The Price is Right are also certain to get bumped during rounds of questioning that follow initial public statements from panel chairs and the high-profile witness. Laura Lytle, director of the Senate Daily Press Gallery, has compared the interest to the build-up to the Bill Clinton impeachment trial, when the fate of the president and the Monica Lewinsky scandal transfixed the nation. On ABC, George Stephanopoulos anchors the network's coverage on Thursday. CBS is deploying morning co-hosts Norah O'Donnell, Gayle King, and Charlie Rose, along with John Dickerson, host of Sunday's Face the Nation. NBC News is deploying chief legal correspondent Savannah Guthrie and Today host Matt Lauer anchoring from New York, Variety reported. Joining will be nightly news anchor Lester Holt, who got Trump to say that Russia was on his mind when he decided to fire Comey, along with Chuck Todd, host of Meet the Press. Although network commentators have raised doubts about the Russia story, Fox News is launching its coverage an hour before Comey takes the stand. It is bringing in primetime anchor Bret Baier and Fox News Sunday host Chris Wallace, as well as Dana Perino, co-host of The Five. The network will air the hearing commercial-free, according to a release. Shep Smith, whose wry observations have guided millions of viewers through live spectacles from global calamities to car chases and weather catastrophes over the years, will anchor coverage for Fox broadcast. Co-anchored by FNC's Bill Hemmer and Shannon Bream, coverage will begin at 9 a.m. ET and contributions will be made by a panel including FNC's chief political anchor Brett Baer, Fox News Sunday's Chris Wallace and the 5 co-host Dana Perino. Additionally, FNC will be commercial-free when the hearing begins at 10 a.m. ET. FNC's Shepard Smith will anchor coverage for Fox broadcast. One near-certain viewer is President Trump, who was revealed in a New York Times story to have used a TiVo device to watch a previous Senate hearing on Russia meddling, where former Director of National Intelligence James Clapper testified. Trump called it one of the great inventions of all time. Trump may live tweet the event if he feels the need to respond, The Washington Post reported Monday. The White House said Monday President Trump would not invoke executive privilege to prevent Comey from testifying.